Hey everyone. Yeah, I wanted to come on here because I've had some people ask me to kind of show off the Sonic game collection that I have. I will let you know right now that I do have some Sonic Advance games, but they're kind of packed away right now in my drawer, kind of buried a little bit. But I do have all three Sonic Advance games, as well as Sonic Battle. Yeah, I think I have that one, Sonic Battle. I believe, yeah, I do have Sonic Battles. That's what I'm saying. I do have Sonic Battle as well as the Sonic Advance games as well. But like I said, somebody asked me to basically show off some of the Sonic games that I have. I will say that I do have Sonic the Fighters. I do have Sonic CD, but those are both downloadable that I have on my Xbox 360 and on my Xbox One, on my Xbox One S. So basically, those are the games I can physically show, along with the physical ones that I can't get to because, like I say, they're buried in my dresser drawer. But the ones I do want to show you are the ones that I have right here. You could probably, I don't think you can see it, but you could probably see them right here. These are the ones that I have that have Sonic in them, are focused on Sonic, and basically are just my overall Sonic game collection, with the exception of, like I said, of the ones that I have digitally and the ones that I have physically but can't get to right now because they're buried. So, with that said, of course, one of them I do have, and I can't get to it right now as well, that I should mention, is the original Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure. Yes, I do have that game. It's right now in there somewhere. I just got to get to it later on if I want to. If I can, I should say. But yeah, Sonic Adventure, the original one that came out around the time the Dreamcast did. I have that one, along with other various versions as well, and I'll get into those in a moment. So first of all, to start this off, I'm gonna show you the recent Sonic game I got. In fact, it's looked at as one of the more popular Sonic games in recent memory, if not one of the best Sonic games in recent memory. Of course, we're talking Sonic Mania, and this is basically, from what I can probably tell, it looks like it's a prequel to Sonic Forces and Sonic Generations. The reason being because even though I haven't played the whole game myself, it was spoiled online that Sonic basically ends up being warped by a purple gem, which I guess is the Topaz Emerald or something like that, from what the IDW comics call it. Sonic was, classic Sonic that is, was warped into the current modern Sonic's world due to the ending of this game. So this game kind of acts like a prequel to the original Sonic game series, basically the classic 16-bit, 32-bit era. And everybody was talking highly about it and how great it looks, how good it is, and how it's kind of a throwback to the original Sonic games of the Sega Genesis era. So I finally decided to get it, and I got it about 2 months ago. And I played a little bit of it, and it looks fun, it looks good. I think what needs to be done though is, well, I do have the 8-bit Duo Genesis controller, the 16 or the 6-button one. So my thought is maybe someone out there knows how to play this game with that, because if you play it with the controller or the game controller or even the GameCube controller for the Switch, it's a little difficult. Not saying it's hard to figure out, but it's a little difficult. So I'm wondering if anybody knows how to probably do it with the Genesis controller. It's basically a plug and play with Genesis, so we'll have to wait and see maybe if that's the case. But yeah, I got Sonic Mania a couple months ago. I was happy to finally get it added to the collection because, like I said, I heard some good things about it, some high praise about it. So very happy to finally get it in the collection. So anyway, so I put this back. Anyway, up next, as I look at the time here, hold on, let me do something for a second, folks. Okay, I'm at 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Just had to look at something there. But anyway, getting on with the rest of the collection here. Here I have Sonic Rush Adventure. This is the sequel to Sonic Rush, which I also, if I can get to it, sort of at the bottom, which I also have. Sonic Rush was the game that introduced us to Blaze. So Blaze was also a playable character. She's basically, I'll say it right now, and I think I won't be disagreed upon on this. At the time when they released this game and they put Blaze in it and gave her the powers that they did and gave her the super form of Burning Blaze, which they continued on in here, and gave her the sidekick or best friend in Marina the Raccoon. Basically, Blaze was looked at, and probably still is looked at times, as the female equivalent of Sonic, but she's a cat. So, yeah, there you go. But yeah, I have Sonic Rush Adventure, and before that, I ended up getting Sonic Rush. And I've played both games, and I've gotten pretty far on some of them. I think the furthest I've got was on Sonic Rush, and the furthest I've gotten is almost to the end on Sonic Rush 2. So Sonic Rush Adventure. And they're both pretty fun games to play. I just wish you could find a way to play them like at home, like on the home screen with a regular controller. Maybe down the line, Nintendo and Sega might work on something to make that happen. Who knows? But these are fun games to play. And like I said, I think the reason they brought Blaze into the equation at the time was she was looked at as basically the female equivalent of Sonic, even though she was a cat, in my opinion. Okay, so the other game I think I got this courtesy of Frank Hill. It's Frank. It is Sonic Colors. This was one of the more popular games that they brought out at the time, portable-wise, because it gave you the ability to use these characters known as Wisp to power up Sonic and any other character involved. I think they have other characters in here too. I think they have Rouge, Tails, and Amy and all them. So it's a pretty fun game. I think I've only played it once or twice. I just haven't had the time to get back to it. But it's really not. It's really a good game from what I could tell and from what I've played. So yeah, I got this. Like I said, courtesy of Frank Hill. It's Frank. As well as I got this one. I think I got this one on my own, or Frank Hill sent it to me. Maybe Frank, you can correct me on that. But I ended up getting this one as well. I think it was from Frank Hill. Yeah, it was from Frank Hill. It's Frank. And it's basically the Sonic game collection in portable mode. This one has Sonic Hedgehog, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. And these are the 16-bit games, not the watered down portable like Game Gear games. These are the actual Sega Genesis games on here. And I like that, Nintendo did this. I mean, I think Sega tried doing it at one time, but it didn't work. And I think others have tried. But Nintendo nailed it by basically putting it onto the DS. And I'm sure if they were to do a Classic Collection 2, they could put more than just these four on the 3DS if they decide to do that. Or even on the Switch. So, really nice to have this in the collection. And I believe Frank Hill sent me this. So, thank you, Frankie, on that one. And then Frank Hill also sent me this one. This one is really intriguing because this is the more controversial of the games. As a matter of fact, if you try to get it now, you're probably going to be paying a high price for it because of the fact that once a certain lawsuit came around, this game was gone. And that's Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, this is more of an RPG kind of game. It introduces us to Shade, the Echidna, a female Echidna, who I guess is the equivalent of Julie Sue. And long story short, when Ken Penders heard about this game, he heard about it, I think, later on. Long story short, I think what Ken said, and he says this in a couple of interviews, that basically a couple of people approached his booth at a Comic-Con event or some kind of convention, talked to his wife and kid, and I guess, I don't know if they finally got in contact with him, but long story short, they were able to, I guess, get some kind of permission without him knowing, or they made some kind of deal without him knowing that allowed them to create this game. I think they got some kind of information, just wanted to know certain things, and they were from BioWare, which distributed or which helped make this game. So long story short, when Ken Penders got wind of this, which I think was around the same time, if not before, the whole Archie debacle, I should say. Ken sued Sega and sued BioWare for copyright infringement because they didn't get his actual permission to make this game. But yeah, I do have it thanks to Frank Hill. And if, like I said, if you try finding it, you're gonna probably be paying a lot of money because it's an extremely rare game to have. But yeah, it's Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, I'm probably going to be editing this together. This is going into two parts, gets into 4K, but I'll be editing it together to be in 4K eventually. Okay, so the next ones I have are both portable. They're both on the 3DS, or as I play them on my 2D on the 2DS, and that is Sonic Lost World, which is introduces us to the Deadly Six, and we have Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal. Now, there is a Sonic Boom game called Rise of Lyric. I don't think I have that game yet. I probably will down the line. But from what I understand, Shattered Crystal is the best one out of the Sonic Boom games. And the Sonic Boom franchise, of course, introduced us to Styx, just like the IDW comic franchise introduced us to Tangle and Whisper. So they introduced us to this, and I've played a little bit of this game so far, and it looks really good. I mean, the cutscenes feel like they're right out of Sonic Boom, and the main purpose of this, or at least half of it, is to find and save Amy, because I think Amy does come under control of the main boss here, and you have to fight her, I think, to free her. So overall, it's a fun game, and it's got a bit of an RPG, I think, into it, but it's mostly a fun game that you could really play and really get into. And I think you could switch. I think you start out as Sonic, and then you go to Tails and to Knuckles and the Sticks, I think. So, really fun game. And like I said, Frank Hill sent me that one. So thank you, Frank, on that. As well as he sent me this one, Sonic Lost World, which introduces us, like I said, to the Deadly Six. And it's not a Sonic Boom one, but it's a game that really didn't get adapted into comic book form. Well, it did, basically as a short story, but like didn't get adapted into a full-length miniseries in Archie Comics. But it's a fun game. I've played it just a bit, and it is a fun game. It's traditional Sonic that you know as him now. It's traditional Sonic. So it is a fun game to play, and it's just one of those games, again, like I mentioned earlier, like with Shattered Crystal, could also be played, or should be played on a bigger screen as well. But it's a fun game. Like I said, it introduces us to the Deadly Six, and I think you can play more than just as Sonic. I think you can play as the other characters. So it's really cool game. It's got 4-player races, so obviously you can play with other people, and it's got online capability. So it's a really good game. It's a really great game to play. Like I said, I haven't played it. The thing is, I will say this right now, I haven't played a lot of these games as much as I should, but I played them just enough to where if I resume them, if I get back into them, I could probably finish them. But I haven't had the time to do that. But yeah, Sonic Lost World, it's a fun game, and it looks really, and it looks like it's the kind of game that if you go on a road trip, you could, and it's a long road trip or a flight, you could probably finish within that time frame. Okay, so the next ones we have, this is the only PS4 one I have. I don't have a PS4 version of Sonic Mania. That's why I got the Switch version. But I have Sonic Forces, the bonus edition. This one, of course, came, of course, with the instructions, with the code to get extra stuff. I think I put in the code and all that. Yeah, and if I didn't, it's already expired, the code. The code expired on November 7th last year. But yeah, I think I did use the code. And then, of course, it's got these things for the controllers if you want to put them on the controllers. So there you go. But yeah, I've played this game so far, and I've gotten pretty far in it. I think I played it, the last time I played it was like about a month ago. And I'm getting pretty far in it. And one aspect I do like about the game, and I did talk about this, was the creation, is you can create your own character. And I have seen a lot of people doing the best they can to create Sally, Bunny, Rotor, Antoine. I think even Loop. You know, from, you know, the Archie comics and Sat AM. I think even some are even trying to create Whisper and Tangle. So yeah, it's a pretty fun game. It's actually pretty fun. And like I said, I've gotten far with it. I've gotten decently far with it. I think I defeated, I can't think of the level I'm at right now, but it's I think I'm halfway through this. And again, like I mentioned with Sonic Mania actually is supposed to take place before this, making it a prequel. So I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, Sonic Forces is a fun game, and again, like I said, the one thing that a lot of people like is the creation suite out of it. It's the first time any Sonic game allows you to do that. I just wish they would give you more value. I wouldn't say value. I would say, basically what I'm trying to say here is, I wish they would come up, or wish they would have given you more options. That's what I'm looking for. I wish they would have given you more options for making your character the way you want. I mean, like I said, a lot of people are trying their best to get to as close to Sally or Bunny or Rhoda or Antoine as best they can when it comes to making these characters. So overall, though, it's really nice. It's a really good game, and I highly recommend it. I know some people have their differences about it, feeling though it's kind of not the best. But I think what saves it is, again, the creation suite on it. So I really recommend, guys, people buying this if you can. Okay, so the next game I got, I'm pretty much at the end of it. Basically at the part where it looks like Sonic dies. He kind of surrenders himself and lets Eggman kill him, well, supposedly. And that's the Nintendo GameCube version of Sonic Adventure 2. But this one's a Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. The reason it's called Battle is mainly they've added a few new things to it, like racing through various levels. You can race as different characters. But it's basically the Sonic Adventure 2 game from Dreamcast ported onto this. So yeah, the only difference is you can battle with other characters. You can battle with other characters in races and in time limits and all that. And I think, according to this, let me get my glasses on for a second. I think, according to this, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle connects your GameCube to your Game Boy, so you could take Chow on the go. Yeah, and that's another feature they did add on this, is they have the Chow Garden, which I think they brought over from Sonic Adventure, and you could actually continue growing and nurturing the Chow character on the GameCube, on the Game Boy Advance, which I thought was pretty cool. But overall, I've gotten pretty far on this. I've gotten like I said, towards the end. I haven't gotten like totally to the end, but I've gotten to the part where I think I am at where Sonic races Shadow, and we're close to the end there. So it's basically what both Team Dark's story and Team Hero's story are coming together. They're coming right together right then and there. So I'm at that part. I just haven't finished it yet. Hopefully, maybe down the line, I will. But yeah, it's a fun game, and it's considered one of the best Sonic games ever. Speaking of Sonic, I got another game that's considered one of the best ones ever, and that is Sonic Generations, which of course you could also play in 3D. And I know that Joe Vargas, Angry Joe, when he did his Thor Dark World 360 game, as well as the Green Lantern one, he did not like the idea that 3D was incorporated. But I finished this game. I've beaten this game. I believe, did I? Yeah, I have beaten this game. I have beaten this game, and it's hard to. I will admit that playing it's hard to really get through and all that at times. But once you get the hang of it, it's smooth sailing from here. Smooth sailing. So overall, yeah, I think I've beaten this game already, and it's a fun game. It's really a fun game. The cutscenes are great alone. The cutscenes themselves are great. You know, just by them. I should say the cutscenes alone are worth it, because basically each stage is represented by a character that's been turned to stone, because the time has been removed from there. So once you restore the time and everything, depending on the version of Sonic you use, you get an interaction with the character. Whether it's classic Sonic, then classic Sonic's like just nods, and one of the characters looks at him like, "Boy, did you gain weight or something?" Or if it's modern Sonic, he will communicate, he will interact with them. So overall, it's a fun game, and I do have it on the Xbox One series, or the Xbox One S, because, you know, it's backwards compatible, so I have it on there as well if I want to go back and play it. And then, of course, I have this game, which I got through GameStop, GameStop, for $17.99, because I have a membership. Yeah, I actually got it. Sonic the Hedgehog, the infamous Sonic 2006 game, which even James Wolfe did a review on his Angry Video Game Nerd. And here's the reason I think it's looked at as being bad, even though I think they tried to patch it a few times, and it's under the Platinum Favorites line, so it has to be popular in some ways, is because they introduced Elise and introduced a human love interest for Sonic. I don't know. And then, of course, they redesigned Eggman to make him look different. I think what they were trying to do at the time with this was trying to they were taking inspiration from Final Fantasy, and they thought maybe we implied that to Sonic it would work, and apparently it didn't. But yeah, I did get the game finally, and I've played it a bit, and it's alright. I think we just gotta get... I think what people need to do is just, you know, they just need to throw the whole element of a love romance between a human and Sonic, throw that out the window, and just focus on what the gameplay and the gameplay is besides that. But yeah, overall, I think it's okay. I mean, I know I might be in the minority, but I think it's fine. I think it's alright. Alright, so the next game I have, it's the first out of the series. I don't have the entire series, but the first one. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Still a fun game, even to this day. Can't go wrong with Mario and Sonic and all that. And I think, yeah, you can play as your Mii characters on this as well. So it's a really fun game. Really happy to have gotten it when I did. So yeah, Sonic and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Pretty cool. And then I got this, Sonic Riders. I don't have Sonic Riders Zero Gravity or Sonic Riders Free or Sonic Free Riders. But I did get this, and I have played it. I can't remember how far I've gotten in on it so far, but it is a fun game. I'll put it that way. It's really fun. And I think it's an underrated Sonic game, to be honest with you. It's underrated in my opinion. Sonic Riders, though, introduced us to the Babylon Rogues, and I think probably one of the underrated anti-hero groups out there. But overall, it's a fun game, in my opinion. Like I said, I can't remember how far I got in it, but I think it's pretty fun. Next up, we have Shadow the Hedgehog, which actually should have had a teen rating. And this is a controversial one because it's the first time a Sonic character has used a gun, and it's the first time a Sonic character has ever swore in it. But I think it's a fun game. I think it's a good game. Again, just like with Sonic Riders, I can't remember how far I've gotten in it so far. But I do like the concept that you still incorporate Sonic and the other characters in there, but in a way that's a little bit more darker and more mature. Even that's the reason it got an E10 rating. But I think it's good. I think it's a fun game. It's an underestimated game is what it is. Underrated too. Alright, so the next game I have, like I mentioned earlier, I have Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, which means I also have Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut on the GameCube. And this has over 30 mission levels, all new mission mode, which is why it's called Director's Cut, 6 playable characters, awesome bonus games, and all that. And I think I may have beaten this, I'm not really sure. Oh, I think I'm at the last level of it. But yeah, I got this one. This is one of the first games I got when I got my GameCube, and I just love playing it. I just loved playing it when I got it. So it's a really good game. It's considered one of the best, but a lot of people say that Sonic Adventure 2 surpassed it. But yeah, it's really fun. And Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure DX are basically the reboot of Sonic game-wise, because they basically turned out to be two of the best games that Sega put out at that time. So it's really cool. And of course, the next one I got on GameCube was Sonic Heroes, which I also have on PlayStation. I have 2 versions of the game. And I know I've gotten pretty far on the GameCube one, and I think I've gotten equally as far on the PlayStation one. I just can't remember how far I am on both of them. And what I like about it, and I think anybody would agree, is the team dynamic that you get out of it. So that's pretty nice to have in a Sonic game of any kind, because it's not just Sonic that you're depending on. You're also depending on the people he's teamed up with. Like Sonic's teamed up with Knuckles and Tails, Rouge with Omega and Shadow, Team Chaotix, and then you have Amy, Cream, and Big. It's a pretty cool dynamic. Pretty cool idea to be able to switch around depending on like the area you're in, like which is going to be the more primary character to use. So pretty fun games. Just can't remember how far I got with them. And then of course I have Mario and Sonic at Rio 2016. I know they have the Tokyo one out, which is kind of weird to have out right now because everything is got to resume next year. But yeah, I got the Rio one, which is a fun game to play as well. Has additional characters in there like Rosalina and a few others, as well as you can also still incorporate your Mii characters and your amiibos as well. So got that game. And then of course got Sonic Mega Collection Plus. I used to have Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube. I don't know if I put that somewhere or I gave it or I had to trade it in, but I ended up getting Mega Collection Plus, and this does have in the bonus features all the covers, I think up till, what was it, 100 something, but all the covers of the Archie Sonic series, as well as the covers for the spin-off Knuckles series, as well as the covers for the specials and the mini-series like Triple Threat, the super specials. It's got the covers of those. It's got the covers, all 3 of them, of the Princess Sally miniseries, as well as the Tails miniseries. So it's got a lot of options on there. It's got a lot of options, bonus feature wise, but it also has a lot of the games, like with the Sonic Classic Collection. This is what I was talking about. It's got all these games in it as well. So really nice to have and everything in the collection of any Sonic fan, in my opinion. And it's under the greatest hits label for PlayStation, so you can't go wrong with that. But overall, that's pretty much it. And oh yeah, just to let you guys know, because I do have it right here with me, I can bring this up. I do have, you can see it right there. I don't know if you can see that really well. I do have, if it pops up in a moment, I do have Sonic Forces, and you can see Whisper and Tangle on there. I got Sonic Forces Battle, and I have Sonic Dash. So I have those games as well, both created by Hardlight, distributed by Sega. So overall, that's pretty much my Sonic game collection. Again, I know people have been asking me to do one of these for a while, so thank you for your patience. And it's going to take a while to render this into 4K because that takes a while, but it's a little bit more faster than rendering it down to 1080. But let me know what you guys all think down below. Comment if you like. Love to hear from each of you on what your thoughts are of my collection, and I will talk to you all later.